Welcome to PT News. I'm Peter Tran. Tonight, the alarming trends of young people and drink driving. What factors are influencing drink driving? Its deadly consequences, and a new strategy being developed to reduce this risk. There is an alarming increase in crashes involving young people and drink driving. 1 in every 4 lives lost on New South Wales roads are related to drink driving. The Centre for Road Safety shows that in 2018, 90% of drink drivers involved in fatal accidents were male. Young people aged between 17 to 24 accounted for 33% of serious drink driving incidents last year, 70% occurring mainly between the hours of 10 p.m. to 3 p.m. on Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Fortunately, the number of alcohol-related crashes have been declining, since the New South Wales government has been creating stricter laws. This has meant fewer fatalities in urban areas with more frequent random breath testing or RBT conducted by the police. A new law passed in May 2019 which meant that any driver who was caught over the blood alcohol concentration BAC limit will have their license cancelled on the spot, plus a hefty $561 fine. Learners and P-plated drivers must have a BAC of 0. Repeat offenders will need to install an alcohol interlock system which checks the BAC before being able to ignite the engine. The 0.05 BAC was chosen as the legal limit, as it is the point where the risk of an incident occurring is doubled. A 0.08 reading means you are 7 times more likely to be involved in an accident, and a 0.15 reading means you are 25 times more likely. There is no safe BAC reading if you are intending to drive. It should be 0. Estimating and counting standard drinks is difficult, and young people often make inaccurate judgments. A general rule of thumb is 1 standard drink or 10 ml of pure alcohol per hour. Scott Sanders, our senior reporter, will analyse the risk-taking behaviours of young drivers in drink driving and its consequences. You will only need to look at the Melbourne Cup to see how proudly we've tied our national identity to alcohol. For decades, research into drink driving has cited Australia's excessive drinking culture as a key part of the problem. Australia is a country where alcohol is related to everything we do, combined with our tendency to drive to where we want to be, and the relatively limited public transport options available at night, means that Aussies have a greater exposure to drink driving opportunities. And it's clear that our drinking problem leads to our drink driving problem. Any amount of alcohol will reduce your ability to multitask, concentrate, and dramatically limit your reaction time. It also gives the impression of more confidence and false abilities, which may lead you to take some risk. And since alcohol is a depressant, you might feel more relaxed, making it more likely to fall asleep at the wheel. Drink driving is a psychological game of compromise between the risk and the gains. The risk of drink driving is ignored because humans just want a hassle and cost-free way home. And for the record, that's no excuse. Chris Rain, the CEO of Hello Sunday Morning, a charity dedicated to helping people change their relationship with alcohol, says,
I think that people who end up drink driving have in their minds overcome those potential costs, risks with the notion that they need to drink to be in a social situation.
The best advice: if you're planning to drink, don't drive. If you're planning to drive, don't drink. Have a plan B. It's safer for you and for all. Scott Sanders reporting for PT News. We will now talk to Senior Constable Craig Nguyen from New South Wales Police Force Headquarters. He is here to propose a new strategy to prevent young drivers from drink driving. Welcome, Senior Constable. Thanks, Peter. The easiest and most effective strategy is to reduce the legal alcohol limit to 0. However, without adequate reinforcement, reducing the legal limit is redundant. An Australian study has shown that young drivers are only less likely to drink and drive if random breath testing occurs with a high frequency. We, the police, utilise highly visible alcohol campaigns, including roadside RBT and booze bus enforcement at random locations at random times of the day, as well as our widespread advertising of alcohol-targeted enforcement campaigns. This increases public perceptions that any driver can be and will be caught. Encouragingly, the rate of youth drink driving has decreased considerably. All New South Wales Police Force vehicles, including highway patrol, undercover, bikes, motorbikes, and even horses, are equipped and ready to conduct random breath testing. In the coming weeks, a new law will be passed through government that all clubs and social venues must ensure that their patrons are under the legal alcohol level limit. Police will also especially monitor public spaces with high alcohol consumption during special events to ensure that the law is being regulated. These new strategies will make our roads safer than ever, as there will be even fewer drivers with a high alcohol blood concentration. Peter. Thank you for your time, Senior Constable Craig Nguyen. And that's it for tonight's session of PT News. Stay tuned for more updates. Thanks for watching. I'm Peter Tran. Have a good night.